Happy Veterans Day.
It's great to have you with us this morning. We're honoring our veterans. If you have a special vet in your life you'd like to honor, you can comment right here on our Facebook Live page, or you can give us a call and tell us about him or her at 800-221-9356.
Yep. So just honor my dad and my brother John. Both served in the Navy. My dad served in World War II. He is not with us anymore, and my brother John is not with us anymore either. But he served in the Navy during the Vietnam War. And so honor both of them.
Yeah, I have three brothers that were in the Vietnam War, and they're all alive: Steve, Tom, and Dave Hendren. All of them serving in the Army, the Navy, and I think the Army.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
I had to think there for a minute.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to just see how many people know relatives maybe that served even in like the Civil War. There's a lot of people that have history that go back that far and they know about their relatives. But anyway, just we honor all those veterans, that's for sure. Wouldn't be having what we have today if we
That's
didn't
right.
have the veterans. So
So, did you ever want to serve in the military?
I
Ken?
actually I was going to get signed up to the Navy, and I don't know why I backed out. I still kind of wish I would have, but
I went to a couple ROTC events when I was in college.
yeah.
Mainly because my mother wanted me to join the Army. But
There's the digital age with Break Every Chain on Moody Radio Quad Cities at 7:04 on this Veterans Day. And I think, is it Lula? Lula's on line one here this morning. Good morning, Lula. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Good. You want to honor a veteran?
Oh yes, I have my younger brother. He was in the Army in Colorado, and I want to honor him today. And also have a half brother who was in, and he passed away this last year. So I want to honor both of them.
Okay.
well, we thank God for their service.
That's
Thank
right.
them for their
Yes.
service.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Lula. Appreciate you checking in with us this morning. Have a good
Thank
day.
you, and you have a blessed day also.
All right, you too. 7:04. You can do the same thing this morning as we're honoring veterans. They're also live streaming right now on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube as well. So if you want to check us out this morning, you can also let us know there who you'd like to honor as far as a veteran, or call or text us 800-221-9356.
Well, I have such admiration for people who are in the service. I mean, they have to go through a lot
Yep.
to be able to not only be trained to serve, but also the stresses of being away from home for long periods of time, away from family, of being in wartime and danger, and not knowing always when the danger is going to hit, and just
Right.
have such admiration for those of you who've served. Thank
Yep.
you so much for serving our nation and be willing to do that.
Yeah. I went to a church in Nebraska that was down by Offutt Air Force Base. And so we had a lot of military folks that went to church with us at that church over the years that we were there, and just got an opportunity to meet a lot of them and, share in their sorrows with them and share in their joys and their, just getting to know them. And yeah, so I mean, I totally respect those in the military. My friend Randy and Jeff and so many others that are currently serving or have served in the Air Force and Navy, and just a lot of people from that church that really ingrained in me just the importance of serving our country. And they did it so proudly and diligently, and they have such a testimony of how being in the military just really changed them from who they were
Yeah.
into people of great character, you know, and I thought that was really neat. And how they have respect for their commanding officers and that taught them, you know, how to be men and women, you know, that love their country. So anyways, it's pretty cool.
And also just honoring the families of those that serve, because the families, kids of those that
Yep.
serve, had to move around a lot in their life, a lot of uncertainties there. The wives, the husbands that support their military member. I mean, that's always, they're making sacrifices every day too
Oh,
for
yeah.
our nation.
Oh, yeah, definitely. "7:07 on this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today on this Veterans Day. Also, we have a free service on our website we'd love to have you take advantage of if you or someone you know is looking for a job, or if you're an employer and you have an opening. We have this free service called Job Watch that we know that a lot of folks have taken advantage of, and we'd love to just have you check it out sometime.
And here's how you can check it out. Just text JOB to our phone number, 800-221-9356. It will take you directly there. Or if you want to send us a job opening, maybe you're an employer looking for an employee, you can send the job opening to wdlm@moody.edu.
Yeah, we'll get that on there and hope you'll take advantage of that. Job Watch is where you find that. 7:08 with Phil Wickham. Here's Great Things on Moody Radio WDLM from the Word to Life. Good morning.
Tricia, it's nice to have you with us this morning. She is giving a shout out to her dad, her sister and brother-in-law, son-in-law, my nephew, 5 uncles, many cousins. So thankful for all that serve and the families who support them.
Amen. That's right. And Dave wanted to honor his grandfather, Eric, who was in the Army during World War I, buried at Arsenal Cemetery.
Wow. If you ever get a chance to go to some of the public events that they do at the Arsenal, I would highly
Yeah, you were telling me about that. You guys went to
recommend
one.
that. It's just very meaningful, and it's very meaningful hearing from the families of those that have served and about their loved one. It really does make it personal when you hear the soldier stories.
Yeah.
And you see all the graves, and you realize each one represents a man and a woman who served our nation. And
Right.
they each had their story and how God used them. And
Yeah.
it's quite sobering, and it does make you very grateful that people are willing to be on the front lines for freedom.
Sure. Yep, sure does. So looked up a little bit of facts about Veterans Day. It was on this date in 1919 that President Woodrow Wilson issued an Armistice Day proclamation, a reference to the agreement made between the Allies and Germany to end World War I a year earlier. And then Congress officially declared Armistice, is that how you say it? Armistice Day on federal holiday in 1938. And then President Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1954 signed legislation that officially changed the name to Veterans Day, making the holiday more inclusive of veterans who had served after and prior to the First World War. So a little history there
Yep,
for you
very
if you
good.
didn't know that.
Very good. Heidi says she's from a military family. Both my sons, youngest is deployed now. And SIL, what does that mean? SIL. And dad, brother, and many uncles, nephews. My father stepped into eternity 10 years ago today.
SIL, is that son-in-law?
Son-in-law, thank you.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Thank you.
I know a lot of military acronyms, not a lot of family acronyms. So TDY, I know what that means if you're in the military. Temporary duty.
Well, Heidi talks about her father stepped into eternity 10 years ago today. He was scheduled to go on the honor flight that year but could not go. They took his flag in his place. Many thanks to all the veterans and those who are currently serving. Thanks, Heidi. Thanks for sharing about your family, and thank you for their service.
Yeah, that's right. So if you were in the military or a military family, that'd be kind of fun. What are some of the acronyms that were
Oh,
used?
yes.
Like PTS, that's permanent transfer of service.
Okay.
So if somebody had to move, they
Okay.
were changing their location.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was a lot of TDYs that went
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
when I was with military families back in Nebraska, and their husbands or wives would go on temporary duty somewhere else,
Okay.
so TDY.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's all kinds of little acronyms that they use, and I would have to
Mm-hmm.
try and keep up sometimes. I'm going, all right, guys, I know you're speaking in code here, and you know what it means, but you got to clue the rest of us in here. you know, they do prayer requests, and they'd have all these acronyms, I'm going, time out.
Okay, so try to stump Ken, because
No,
you know
no,
you've
no,
already
no.
got me.
Yeah, so I don't, but there's a lot of acronyms that they use.
Mm-hmm.
And each branch of the service has some of their own acronyms that they use as
Mm-hmm.
well because
Mm-hmm.
they have different duties. They have different things that they do. So,
That is so interesting.
yeah.
Those would be fun to look over.
There's Phil Wickham with Great Things on Moody Radio, Quad Cities at 7:13. We were just talking about something off the air on our live stream, and I said that, having known a lot of military folks, gone to church with them, of course, I've had some in my family, but they have a lot of acronyms that they use in the service, like TDY, hey, I'm going on TDY next week. And when I first went to the church and I heard that, I go, where's TDY at? And they'd look at me like I got three heads, I'm
Is
going,
that a yogurt shop?
yeah, I know. What's that? Yeah, it's a good one. And they go, no, I'm going on temporary duty. I went, oh, well, why don't you just say temporary duty then, Or, well, we're PTSing next month. I'm going, I'm sorry. Is there a cure for that? They go, no, we're permanently transferring service. We're moving. I
Okay,
went,
okay.
okay. Well, now I know. But, there's things that I didn't know. And so maybe an acronym of in the military that you can text us with that 800-221-9356, something that you've learned either being in the military or not.
And also, we want to honor your veteran,
Yes,
the
that's
veteran in
right.
your life. You can call or text 800-221-9356 and happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, that's right. Sue said, I'd like to honor and thank my husband Greg and his brothers Dana and Tim for their service in the Air Force, and my grandson Jordan, who is in the Army National Guard, and my great-nephew Blake, who is serving in the Air Force. So thank you for their service. We appreciate that, Sue,
Yep.
letting us know. And you can do the same. Let us know about somebody in your life at 800-221-9356.
So I found this prayer. It's actually a list of things we can pray for our veterans. And I thought some of them were just excellent, like, Lord, give these soldiers healing from their pain, body, and mind. As they return home, compassionate Father, give them a smooth adjustment, especially with their family. Father, give them endurance and deliverance from hardships that they may experience due to their service.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, help us always respect and honor them for courage and boldness, and give us the realization of their sacrifice. Lord, foremost in our thoughts and prayers, the 25 million Americans who live among us today, how can we come alongside them and serve them daily in our community? And help us, Holy Spirit, to have a renewed love for our veterans and our nation, a love-inspiring action. I just really like that. Comes from prayer for every city on ways that we can be praying for our veterans. And
That's very cool.
that's something we can all do today. I know a lot of social distance because of coronavirus, a lot of places you can't necessarily go to get that free meal today.
Right.
But we can all be praying for our veterans and also honoring them with our words this morning during the broadcast.
I wonder if some of those that are offering the free meal, though, would do that like carry out.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night because my husband was in the Air Force for a little bit, and he has a friend that was in the Army, and they usually go to some places on this day, and so they weren't sure either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine if you have some sort of proof that you're in the military, they should honor that, I would think. But anyway.
Okay. Here's one
Uh-oh.
from Heidi.
Hang on. I got to get there.
She doesn't say what it means, though. You'll have to tell me.
I don't know what that one is.
You don't know what that one is?
Uh-uh.
FOUO.
I have no idea. I don't know what that means.
I don't need.
All right, Heidi, you're going to have to come clean. I don't know what that means.
Fly.
Oh, she had a bunch of them up there.
Oh, she does. Okay. What else does she have?
Well, up there above that one, Oconus, FOYO, CONUS, etc. I worked on Arsenal Island in administration, had to use acronyms and teletypes.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's got all of them then. OCONUS, FOYO, CONUS. Wow. Yeah, I don't know any of those.
Me neither.
You're going to have to enlighten us, Heidi. Can't even guess.
Don't want to guess, actually. So another interesting thing is that Pew Research did a survey and said that nearly a quarter of the veterans living in America today only served during peacetime. So they didn't actually serve during war, but still protect our country.
That's right. That's right.
Ken and Deb here reminding you that if you have not gotten in on the Thankful for You contest yet, this is the final week to get in the drawing. You have to do that before midnight on Sunday to win one of those 3 gift cards.
And the gift cards are a $500 grocery gift card,
Right.
$250 Amazon card, $100 Target gift card. And when if you win these, you can use these to bless others
Sure.
if you're not in need of having those gift cards, or you can use them to help provide for your Thanksgiving meal, or maybe buy Christmas gifts with them.
Right.
It's just a way for us to say thank you to you for being such good friends to us. We want to bless you. And so if you want to enter the Thankful for You contest, just head over to our website, moodyradio.org/Quad Cities, or text thankful to our phone number, 800-221-9356. There will be a link that will come back to you. If you click on it on your phone, it's just a small little form to fill out, and then you're entered to win.
Yeah. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, it's going to probably not work for you.
Okay.
So you might want to go ahead and go to the website and get signed up. But if you have a smartphone, it'll show up as a link that you can click on. That will take you to the form to fill out.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. Also, we're going to be doing that drawing next week. We'll announce the winners next week.
Cool.
And so before Thanksgiving, I think, is that next week already?
It is.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
Time is flying by.
is it a week before Thanksgiving next
2
week?
weeks?
2 weeks.
Aren't we like a week and a half?
I don't know. That's what I'm
'Cause
asking.
I'll be gone the week of Thanksgiving,
I
and I'm
know.
not gone next week.
No,
Okay.
nope.
So you got,
Yeah.
week and a half.
All right. So the week, well, I think the week before Thanksgiving, they're announcing the winners. So anyway, that would be next week.
Okay.
But anyway, you only have until Sunday night at midnight to get in on the contest. It's 7:20. Here's David Crowder. Red letters, clear as mud. Good deal. On Moody Radio, Quad Cities. Good morning.
I'll tell you, one thing about coronavirus pandemic this year is that I am more confused than ever as to what day, what month, where we are.
It's the 11th month
And the 11th
and the 11th day of the year 2020. I know that much.
But like just remembering when Thanksgiving is, or what day
Yeah.
it is where we are, what's the date.
Right?
Oh, Trisha said there are a lot of places you can just pick up free breakfast, coffee, etc. for military.
Nice.
Not as fun as getting together and eating, but still a
Right.
very nice gesture.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
That's neat that
if
they're
you
doing
wanted
that.
to if you go with somebody and you pick something up and then go to some place and sit outside, or if you want to endure the cold a little bit this morning, or if you just want to sit in your vehicle and visit, you
Right,
know.
you could do that.
Could do that.
Definitely. Okay, so Heidi got back to us on CONUS.
Okay.
It means continental United States.
Oh, okay.
See?
Outside continental United States.
And that's OCONU.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Didn't see the so my fault.
For official use only is FOUO.
Oh. There you go. All right, we're
That
going to have to
makes
put some
sense.
of these
Okay.
on the air too, because these are good, Heidi.
Yep. Thank you, Heidi. I would have never guessed that.
No.
I was thinking federal, something like
Yeah.
that for F. Federal operations under order. I don't know.
I
I
don't
couldn't
know.
figure out what it was.
Federal Order of Underwear Office. I don't know.
I'm sure it exists.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing also you learn in the military is how to fold things, how to, you know,
Shine your shoes.
how to shine your
and-
shoes, how to clean up after yourself,
Right.
things like that, you know. I know
That's true.
Yeah.
And if you come to my house, you can tell I wasn't in the military. I have a friend of mine that he was like, he was a colonel, a full bird colonel in the Air Force, and he actually ran most of the Offutt Air Force Base at one time. Now, there were generals above him, but he was in charge of pretty much
Wow.
running the base.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about a guy that is like super neat. I mean, everything is in its place and everything has its place and it's just in order. And he does all the house cleaning of the house and everything like that. But what a great, I mean, just a great man of God. Learned a lot from him. Just not only about scripture and things like that, but just about character as well. Really demonstrates just a strong character. And so I honor Bob today. Bob Atkins is his name.
David Crowder, Red Letters here on Moody Radio Quad Cities.
And speaking of letters, we asked for acronyms and had Heidi give us some because she worked on Arsenal Island and had to use a lot of acronyms. And so she gave us some and then gave us the definition after we pleaded.
Yes.
So she gave us OCONUS and CONUS. Now, CONUS means continental United States, and of course, OCONUS, outside continental United States.
Also, she had FOUO, which was for official use only.
All right, so there you go. So we have some of the acronyms. If you have
Got
any
it.
of those or you want to honor a veteran, the place to do that is by calling or texting us at 800-221-9356 as we honor veterans on this Veterans Day. Here's the Sidewalk Prophets and Smile. All right, it's been great having you on the
It has.
mid-morning show coffee break this morning. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a great Veterans Day. If you are a veteran, thank you for your service.
Yes.
And like we said, there's a lot of different restaurants that are offering a free meal or coffee or something today, so take advantage of it. You deserve it. Anyway, we'll
right.
see you tomorrow morning for the mid-morning show coffee break just after 7. Have a great day.